Hey, everybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
Happy Thursday. Everyone, just if you could, just please make sure that you are muted so we have some clear lines. I know people are going to be joining in, so I want to make sure that that is done. If you want to pop into the chat, say hi and where you are tuning in from. We have a lot to go over and cover in the next 30 minutes or 60 minutes, that is. And first of all, just really grateful for all that have joined the BYOB social family. Those that are on here that have been members that are getting a refresher. And we're just excited to help all of you work smarter and not harder. So just a couple housekeeping things before we begin. Number one, this will be recorded and it will be emailed out. So you guys will get an email replay with all of this. And it will also be posted in the private Facebook group. Now, I know that there's a bunch of people that are not in the Facebook group yet. We're going to show you where to join. So Nancy, actually, if she wants, she can grab the link. If you are not yet a member, we're going to drop it in the chat right now. You want to join this group because, again, we upload some of the trainings in there. There's post ideas. There's other great resources that you will have by joining that Facebook group. And it's great for community. People share wins and things that they love so much. So make sure that you join that group. The second thing is, don't forget, we're going to be sending this email out soon as well. We are going to be meeting on a monthly basis. And just so people can kind of prepare, it's always going to be the second Thursday of every month. This is a new feature that we are adding to the BYOB social platform. That is May 12th, if anybody wants to know. Thursday, May 12th, 4:30 to 5:30 Eastern Daylight Time, live and recorded. It's basically going to be a monthly State of the Union. We're going to get on there. We're going to give you all the updates of things that are going on in and out of BYOB social, things related to any changes in social media, so you guys are the first to know. In addition to that, making sure that we answer any questions that you all may have. So there will be some hot seat question and answer available during those monthly calls. There'll be a private Zoom link sent out where you can save it right to your calendar. It's going to be the same link every single time. Now, the way that we want to go about handling today's session, and I'm just going to hit mute all. So if you come on here and you notice that you're not muted, make sure you do that just in case. Awesome. And so the way that we're going to handle today's session is it's going to be in two parts. The first part is we're actually going to walk you through. Did you want to say something? I feel like I'm doing all the talking. Do you want to say something? You want to say,
You're on a roll. I'm like, yeah. Hello, everyone.
So the first half of this, maybe first 15, 20 minutes, we're actually going to walk you through from start to finish what it looks like getting everything set up. So acting as if we just signed up for BYOB Social, opening the email that everyone gets when they join, clicking on the portal to watch the trainings of how to set and connect everything up, joining the Facebook group, and then obviously logging into BYOB Social, connecting the social media platforms of your choice. And then we're actually going to pre-schedule some content with things that we can, post ourselves using the search engine and even the creator tools. So if everybody is understanding everything so far, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Just want to make sure everybody is with me. Okay, good. Anything to add?
No, that's it.
Now, just another side note. With the platform, with what we have, you can connect to up to 7 different platforms, but time to time, people sometimes will connect more than 7. Just to let you know, there's an automated feature on the back end of BYOB social that it will actually, if you maybe by accident you connected 9, BYOB social will go in and disconnect 2 at random. So really make sure that you only have 7 connected, up to 7 connected, and that could be Facebook business page, 2 Facebook groups, a Pinterest board, LinkedIn, a LinkedIn company page, and Google My Business. That can be your 7, or Instagram instead. If it goes over the 7, again, BYOB social actually will disconnect a platform or 2 at random, and you don't want to be one of your main platforms because your scheduled posts will not go out. So really make sure those that have connected, you only have 7 at most connected. So if everybody is clear on that, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat box.
Awesome. And just giving you guys a heads up too, there's some people who are like, what if I manage social media accounts and I want more and I want more? You can reach out to me. You can reach out at support@byobagency.com and just say, hey, interested in maybe doing a custom plan or upping it as far as workspace pages. So we do different packages. Like for example, I have one client who actually they post for 20 different accounts. So they have a workspace that has a lot of different openings on there. But obviously that is a larger monthly payment and monthly package.
And someone did ask if you want to do over 7, 7 platforms. All you have to do is actually just reach out to Nancy. So
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, no. Someone said if you want to post like 8, 9, or 10.
So you would have to partner with me if you want to expand.
So support@byobagency.com, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you choose to change a platform, you can disconnect and reconnect any which one you want. So if you don't want like a Facebook group and then you want to connect something new, you can interchange the 7 platforms that you want. What we're going to do is we're going to do the dry run first, and then we're going to open it up for all Q&A that anybody has. And again, support@byobagency.com is kind of like your virtual lifeline. That's our help desk. So if anyone has a question, you always ask it there and we always get back to you. So if everybody is clear, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Awesome. And again, you will have access to this replay as well.
Yep. And just to dive in here really quick, before we dive in really quick, 9 times out of 10, if someone messages us and says, something's not posting or it's not, posting as it should, most often it's either A, the workspace or the platform needs to be disconnected and reconnected, or you just need to follow the exact steps to make sure that you connected it properly. So that's what we're going to be going over tonight, because there are special things with your Facebook group that you need to do specifically for security settings so that you're able to post directly. And then for your Instagram business page, there's literally additional steps that you wouldn't know if you didn't already watch the training and link up your accounts. Yep. So again, just sending that reminder, because we get all these messages and we're like, but it's like, well, did you watch the tutorial on how to set it up correctly? So always, please make sure to check out, the training. And again, that's what we're going to be going through today before you hit the panic button, because most times, right, it's in a quick video where you can just literally watch it and then just make sure that you have everything connected properly.
Also, that's another reason why we wanted to add this, the monthly call, the Zoom, the second Thursday of every month, because we wanted to stay connected to the community. We wanted to update people. We want to keep everybody engaged. And, again, this is a family. So we want to create more of that community aspect. Instead of just having some posting platform that you're scheduling your content, we wanted to, really help one another and be there to support one another and answer questions as they come up. So you're going to see as we go through this and we, meet monthly, that it's going to really be value add for a multitude of things. The other thing that I did want to remind everyone is we now officially launched an affiliate program for this. When we launched this before, we didn't have the means to actually set that up, but we actually do now. And it's a 20% commission per person that signs up. So just as an example, Peg, who's on here, She's had 4 people sign up through her affiliate link, which basically is $9.88 a month reoccurring. So basically Peg is making almost $40 a month just off of those 4 people. So, she's almost getting the platform for free at this point. So it's now that the doors are closed, just to let all of you know, anyone that's an affiliate, your affiliate link, it remains open at all times. So if you want to share it out at any point, you can say, hey, I'm using this great platform. Here's my link. You can sign up. And again, it's one of those things where we can grow this community together. And again, we want to thank everyone for doing so by giving everyone a 20% lifetime reoccurring revenue as long as that person's a member. So in theory, you have 10 people over time that end up signing up and they're on there every month. You're making $100 a month. So again, if there's a way to make this free and available to all of you, then we're going to do that by giving you the ability to become an affiliate. If anybody does want the affiliate link, in the Facebook group, we actually dropped it in there, but we'll drop it in there again. We will also email that out to you. The commissions on those are paid at the end of every month. So the system tallies up how much you've earned, and then through PayPal, it'll send you the commissions for that month, and that's an automatic thing that happens. And it's a great way, obviously, to grow together. So just wanted to put that out there for everyone.
Yeah, and that's like fresh. That is like brand new. So you guys are getting, early access to that.
The other thing I'll say about the affiliate program, if you wanted Nancy and I, say you had a group of people or a networking group or a team group, and you wanted us to come in and do kind of like a mini workshop, teaching people about, content buckets, repurposing, and then leading into BYOB Social using your affiliate link, we're happy to do that. It serves everyone's purpose. It helps you, it helps your team, and it helps us grow this platform. So anyone that wants us to do those trainings, it's free for us to do the training. We're happy to do it for you. And again, it'll help get all your people on board, and everyone's back is being scratched at that point. So we're happy to do that for everybody. So anything to add before we jump in?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pretend like we all just signed up. Now, a lot of you are current community members of BYOB Social, so this is a refresher for you. Some of you that are new to BYOB Social, you've already connected everything and you're good to go. But there is a fair amount of people that are still a little confused or want a little bit more clear direction, because some of the connecting pieces are very easy to connect a Facebook business page or group. Very self-intuitive, Twitter, but some of them, there's a couple extra layers and steps, and we want to walk you through all of those. So some of those questions are answered, but still give you the time at the end of this to do so. So let's pretend that you just signed up for BYOB Social. Again, you would get this email, which everybody did. And this email basically says, thank you so much for signing up. And it's going to give you some things to do. First is obviously, connecting and communicating with people in our Facebook group, which if you click here, obviously that takes us to the Facebook group, which is right here. And
down a little bit.
And the Facebook, can everyone see this?
You can slide the window down underneath that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. So here's the Facebook group. I'm going to slide the chat over here. See, this is the one thing I do like about having yours.
I have 2 screens, so if you see us looking over,
yeah, she's got like a whole command center going on over here. I have just a simple laptop, but she's got a little command center. So again, this is where a lot of announcements are going to be made. Again, this is just shouting out Peg. And what we're going to do is there's a guide section over here. And what we're going to do is some of the stuff in the training portal, we're actually going to do something for you guys, and we're going to put them in this guide section on Facebook. So if you don't want to have to log into the portal to watch some of the trainings and the how-tos, we're going to add those trainings right here in the guides section of the BYOB Social Facebook group. So when you get in the group, all you got to do is click on guides, and it'll say guide number 1, connecting your social media platforms, guide number 2, setting up your posts. So everything is going to be there for you. So we're going to do that as well as the portal. But this is where the community is going to be. This is where we're going to be sharing a lot of those things. Now, the second thing is the bonuses. This is the portal. Now, this is where you're going to log in. And for people that wanted to learn how to click and set up everything, we're going to.
Well, and I want to make sure they know the difference between the training portal and the link.
Right. So type Y or yes or N or no if you don't know the difference between the training portal and BYOB social. So Y or yes or N or no. Okay. So we got some no's and yeses. Okay. So this is good. So for those that don't know, there's a training portal. Now the training portal is a separate link. If you go back to your welcome email, it's right here, onboarding resources and starting information. So this portal is where Nancy recorded about 6 different welcome videos walking you through the connection process of how to get started with BYOB social. So this is a resource center with that information plus access to the workshop recording. So anybody that wants to watch the recordings to the Simple Content Creation Workshop, they're all there as well. Now, the other login, which you'll see right here, is for the social media posting platform, BYOB Social. So there's 2 separate. There's the platform where you're scheduling everything out, but then you have a whole resource library that you can plug into. So if that is making more sense, and Laura, they're not uploaded yet, but that's where they're going to be in the guide section. So just to let you guys know. So everyone, and if you need a new email, obviously, Michelle, we can resend that out to you. That's not a problem. So if everyone is a little bit more clear now on the difference between the portal where the trainings are and BYOB social itself, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Okay. So again, there's 2 separate logins. One is resources. One is the actual hosting platform. Now, so I'm going to log into the tools and I'm going to open this up in a separate window just to let you know. So I'm clicking this link and it's going to take you to the login portal. Now, when you sign up, are they given an automatic email?
Yep.
Like username and
automatically.
password?
Well, when they sign up, they receive the one that looks like that. Here, click on that. Click on that. This one. Yep, that one is from the actual scheduling platform.
So, well, because again, so you want to kind of explain this because I'm going off of this email right here. So tell me, because a lot of them want to know, I'm clicking on here, how do I get my username and password?
Yeah, so it's a good question. So yeah, so it's automatically triggered, right? Our platform that we have the training on, you'll get a sign in, like a login email. Now, what I will tell you, a lot of times this goes to spam. This will be after that sometimes because it automatically triggers this email. So it takes us a minute to kind of get everything connected. So this sometimes goes right to spam, but it's supposed to be simultaneous. So again, I don't know, it probably goes out right after. But anyway, so if this goes to spam or you're not sure, or you've lost your login, or you're really not sure, our rule of thumb is just to hit forgot password. Okay. So when you see that page, don't worry. Don't say, oh my gosh, I need my, just hit forgot password. And that's going to send you a password reset link.
So this is the email that Nancy is talking about. So you'll get this email that says confirm your email to join BYOB platform with the email that you signed up with, and you'll confirm it and it'll automatically log you in. Now, again, if you don't know your password or it doesn't log you in, it's a simple fix. All you do is type in the email that you joined BYOB social with and then hit forgot password. It will send you an email and it'll say, click this link to reset your password and create a new one. You create it, you're good to go. So if everybody is clear on that, please type a Y or a yes in the chat box. So let's pretend that when you signed up, that thing went to the junk mail, you didn't get it, but you know you signed up with what email. So you hit forgot password, you got your new password, you set it up, and you're good to go. So we're going to log in really quickly.
And Ruthella, just because I know you already have our other program, you use the same login as you would for Expert Authority. Because I know Ruthella, you posted that in there.
So I'm logging in real quick. Okay, so now I'm logging into the portal. So this is what it looks like when you log into the resources portal. So right here, Nancy has a nice short video. right?
Mhm.
And if you play this,
Hey there, Nancy here.
it's just welcoming you to the portal. And if you scroll down, this is the entire walkthrough of BYOB Social. So if you
We're
want
not
to
seeing
watch,
that screen.
Are you sharing the screen? Yeah, sure, desktop.
I was. I thought I
I
was.
know you were sharing one window.
Okay. Everybody see that now? Type a Y or yes in the chat box just so I know.
Okay.
They're good? Okay. Perfect. Okay. So this is the portal when what it looks like. And you scroll down. And again, this is the walkthrough onboarding information. So say you want to learn how to connect your platforms. So you're basically going to click on this video and it's going to show you how to connect each specific platform. So if you want to learn how to connect your Facebook business page, you watch that video. Facebook groups, Instagram business account, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Google My Business, disconnecting and then reconnecting. Everything is right there for you. So if everybody is clear on that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Now, if there's anything specific that you want to learn, creating content and scheduling, I'm going to let Nancy.
No, that's fine.
Do you want me to, is there anything you want me to say about that or no?
No.
Troubleshooting, the quick links. Now, for anyone that wants to watch the replay of the Simple Content Creation Workshop, it's right here where it says bonus trainings. You click right here and there it is. So what Nancy did was, instead of taking the replays and having to sit through 4 hours of trainings, she basically broke these down into bite-sized trainings with just her for 15 minutes. So instead of sitting through 4 hours, you're just going to watch about an hour worth of this content and it's everything. So content, the simple steps, repurposing, all of those things is all right here. Now, the other bonuses that Nancy told you about was the daily social planner. That is right there. The content planner is right there. So this is your resource library. Also, you want to sign up to be an affiliate. There's a video for that. And all you have to do is click here and it actually takes you how to become an affiliate on this platform. You hit mark as completed. You literally, and this is just to kind of give you a visual. You just click right here. So Nancy calls them peeps. If 5 peeps, I guess we're getting close to, what is it, Easter? So peeps. 5 people, it's $49 a month that you would make. 10 people, 98, 50 people, you're making almost $500 a month. So again, you know, if you want to share this out and you would like to make, you know, commission on sharing something that you're using, obviously that's there for you. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. So this is basically your help desk. If there's something that you're not clear on, there's something that you don't know how to do, all you have to do is log in here and it shows you how to do everything. Now, troubleshooting and frequently asked questions. So again, how do I contact support? How can I connect multiple accounts under the same workspace? These are all specific questions that people have had over the last number of years with this. What if my schedule doesn't post? All of those things. How many accounts can I connect? How do I disconnect? Do I need to have a Facebook business page to schedule posts? So if there's anything specifically that you want to know about BYOB Social, it's going to be here. What does the message says? Your access token will expire in 10 days. You want to tell them what that means?
Oh yeah, actually I did a little slide over here so I can explain. So what you guys, you know, after, obviously you won't see this for like a little while, but you might see a notification that says your access token will expire in 10 days. So there is a special feature with BYOB Social that, unlike other schedulers, okay, and I'll just use Hootsuite for an example. There was a client that I was actually working with that used Hootsuite, and things would just not post and not schedule out of the blue, and they wouldn't even know. Like nothing would notify them. They would just go and things weren't posted. Now, obviously, if you're a social media manager, this is a huge problem and this can cause concern. So the way that BYOB Social, we've gotten ahead of this And the reason why we do this is we want to make sure that things don't get disconnected, and we want to make sure that everything is super nice, safe, and secure. So to do that, we actually send out these reminders, and it's a token just reminding you that you need to disconnect and reconnect your page to make sure everything's healthy and the connection is good and we're good to go. Now, I want to remind you guys, so disconnecting and reconnecting takes 2 seconds, and it doesn't remove stuff you've already pre-scheduled. So let's say you scheduled out an entire month's worth of content and you're like, oh man, now I got to disconnect and reconnect. It'll all still be in there. So no worries. It's a matter of you just disconnecting and reconnecting. It's for security. It is just to make sure that we're good to go. And a lot of times too, it helps you stay on track, because with every social media scheduling platform, there's updates on the platforms themselves, right? We can't control that whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn. In fact, LinkedIn does it every like 3 months or every few months. So it's a reminder, just a friendly reminder, so that you can disconnect and reconnect and just make sure everything's healthy. But again, it takes 2 seconds. And unlike other platforms that just kind of don't post, you at least have a heads up to disconnect and reconnect.
Yep. And the other thing that, we want to tell people is there's updates to all the social media platforms that obviously these posting apps are aware of. So to make sure that once these social media platforms are updated, just like you update your phones, this is the same thing. It's healthy to every 30 days disconnect your stuff and then reconnect it, so it automatically takes all of the updates from those posting platforms or the social media platforms and connecting them to the posting platform that you're using, which is BYOB Social. So if everybody is clear on that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. And if everybody is clear now, this is your help desk. Obviously, support@byobagency.com is where you can email us, but this is that help desk. This is the self-intuitive place where you can go and you can watch any training on any specific thing. And again, if the question that you have, obviously after today's training, it's not here, let us know. Say, I have a question that wasn't mentioned in the FAQs, and here's my question. So we're always happy to add your question to the portal, because again, if you have that question, there's going to be other people that have that question.
Yep. And the other thing, someone already did it already. But if you email support@byobagency.com, you can also recommend, make recommendations or give feedback. And we send right to our tech team. Of course, we want to continue to make this better. And, we're in touch with our tech team like every single month. So if you have ways or things that you wish you would want to see, or so on and so forth, they're always excited to hear feedback.
And again, we're going to get to your questions, but we want to show you all the stuff of what needs to be done. And then we're going to turn it over to you guys where you can actually, unmute yourself and ask questions. Now, so this is the portal. And now let's pretend that we go back to that welcome email, which is right here. And it says the direct link to the posting platform, which is right here. So this is what the platform looks like when you log in for the very first time and nothing is connected. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to connect your different platforms. So Nancy, where are we going from here?
We're going to start with our Facebook business page.
And where do we click?
A little list. You're going to go ahead and click connect page.
So you're going to click right here. And what this is going to do, it's going to take you to all of the possible social platforms that you can connect. Facebook business page and Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram, personal, Instagram business, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google My Business. Now we're going to start with Facebook. Now there's 2 types of pages that you can connect via Facebook: a Facebook business page that you have and a Facebook group that you are the admin of. And I recommend Facebook business pages and Facebook groups for Facebook. It's amazing. And the great thing is the workaround. If you want to, make sure that it also shows on your personal, you can just share it. So after the post goes out on your business page or your group, just share it right back to your personal page. So, and you can post to a Facebook business page and a Facebook group at the very same time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit connect, and this is going to ask us what we want to connect to. So first we're going to do a Facebook business page.
Now keep in mind, you have to be the owner of the business page or the admin. Okay. So I am the admin on a lot of pages. So BYOB agency.
So this is Nancy's business page. She's going to click connect. And there it
Alright.
is.
And then we're gonna go back to connect more. So. Back here. Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and connect our Facebook group.
All right, so we're going to connect here, and then we are going to go into the groups.
So we're gonna do BYOB social posting platform.
So it'll tell you groups and obviously business pages. So we're going to select groups, and then we're going to hit connect. Now, you're going to see this pop up right here.
Yeah,
So,
this is very important for Facebook groups. For everybody who tries to schedule on Facebook groups and they're like, something's not working. We have to complete the following steps.
yep. So when you connect to your group that you manage, you have to authorize BYOB Social to be able to post to it. So basically, you're going to click authorize BYOB. And all you're going to do is you're going to go down to the very bottom where you see apps. So if everyone can see that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Perfect. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to hit the little pencil right here, and you're going to hit add apps. Now the app that you're going to add is called
Social post.
Social Post.
One word.
All one word. If I could spell it correctly. She has this keyboard. If you guys saw it, it would drive you crazy too. Okay. So Social Post.
All right. So before you click on that, so it's very important, guys, that you know the difference, right? It's the purple thumbs up. If you type in social post, this is not the correct app and it will not work.
Yep.
Okay.
So all one word.
All one word,
thumb.
purple thumb. And again, this is in the walkthrough, right? I even have this written in the training. It's social post business app, one word.
So everything that we are showing you guys, again, is a mirror image of what's in the portal of all the videos that Nancy pre-shot for everybody. So if everybody is clear on that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. So we're walking you through basically everything that Nancy has already preloaded. So we're going to select social post, and then all you're going to do is hit add, because again, if you don't hit add, anything that you try to schedule, it's not going to go out there. So we're going to hit add, and then it's going to take us back, and then we're good to go. So then you can exit out of your business page. We can hit close, and now we're connected. Now, the other thing that you can do, so again, if you have multiple Facebook groups, you would just do the same thing. Now, let's connect Twitter. Twitter, again, so there can't do newsletters on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has its own newsletter feature. You have to use it there. So we're going to connect Twitter, and it's going to automatically
open. You would just have to sign into your Twitter account.
Username, password. You can see right there, there's the purple thumb. We're going to hit authorize app, and it's connected just like that. So it's very, very self-intuitive. LinkedIn, same thing. You're going to hit connect. Nancy's going to type in her password. So it's always going to ask you for your username and password to sign up or sign in. Now, with LinkedIn, she can choose two things. She can choose her company page or her personal profile. If you have a company page and a personal profile, you can actually connect both. So Nancy's going to connect her personal page, and she's going to hit connect. And now she's logged in. Now, if she wants to connect her company page, now she's going to hit connect more. She's going to go back to LinkedIn, and it's going to have her log in again. And now she's going to select her company page and hit connect. So now her company page is connected, and her personal page on LinkedIn is connected. So if everybody is clear on that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Okay. Now, so Pinterest, the same thing. You actually just have, I think Nancy said you have to have Pinterest open.
Yeah, you just, the easiest way that I found to connect to Pinterest is just open a separate window and add Pinterest. So basically already sign into Pinterest. I'm already signed in. You would just have to like enter your username and information. And then basically once you hit Pinterest, because it's open in the other window,
It'll
it'll
pull it.
say, yep. And then you just hit give access. Now with Pinterest, you have to have a board. So if you already have a board created, let's see something. Give access. Yeah, so you would just pick, so go ahead and hit BYOB agency. So click, so these are all my different boards. So you would just pick BYOB agency. So you would just pick whatever board you would want to add in there. Okay. And hit connect.
So if everybody's clear on this so far, Y or a yes in the chat box, just making sure. So there's one other one that we want to go over. I'm going to let actually Nancy handle this one. There's a difference between Instagram personal account and Instagram business account. So after we connect this, obviously, then we're going to show you some of the scheduling tools and then open it up for some open mic Q&A.
Okay. So the most important thing with,
Sorry, hold on. Sorry, just as a reminder.
yes.
All of these videos are in the portal that Nancy has already given you guys access to. So it's already in there. You go back to the welcome video, you log in, the resources, it's all right there for you. And again, go ahead.
Yeah, I would even say too, like, you know, if you're missing an email or if you're unsure about confirming, just type BYOB in your search in your email and it'll bring up the emails, right? So whether it's the welcome email, whether it's the, sign up and sign in emails, they'll pop up. And if you guys need anything, remember, just email support@byobagency.com and we'll make sure that if we need to resend the welcome email or so on and so forth, we can do that for you. All right, so I'm going to try to take this next part really slow, okay? Because this is a very important thing when we are connecting our Instagram account to make sure that we are able to schedule everything properly, okay? So the BYOB Social has two different options for Instagram. Okay, we can either schedule it as an Instagram personal account or an Instagram business. Now, our recommendation when using BYOB Social, if you want to use the platform to the fullest potential and post directly to Instagram, meaning you go ahead and schedule it and it'll post it directly on here, you need to have an Instagram business account. Okay. And all it is a matter of clicking a button to change that on your settings. And Scott's going to pull up my account now just to show you what that looks like.
So this can be done on the desktop or the mobile app. Now, if you log into Instagram on your computer, you're going to see Nancy's little icon right here where her profile picture is. If you click on this, all you're going to do is click on where it says settings. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see something at the bottom right there on the left that says switch to personal account, which means Nancy has already switched to a business account. If yours says switch to a business account, click it, because what that's going to allow you to do, it doesn't change anything. Like people think that, you know, oh, is my engagement going to change? Is my account going to look different? It looks no different. You're going to get some other insights because it's now a business account, but it will allow BYOB Social to post directly to your Instagram feed without having to then log in and then approve the post, basically.
Exactly. If you have a creator account or a regular Instagram personal account, it will send it to the mobile app for you to post. So it will not post it directly from the, BYOB Social to Instagram. Okay. So again, that's why we want to set it up as a business account. And just like, I mean, you guys can see with my account here, let's see. Oh, we haven't even connected it yet. So whenever I connect mine, you'll be able to see it. But basically my team goes in, schedules out all my Instagram content, ahead and in advance, and it posts it directly to Instagram. I don't have to do any of these weird notifications. I don't have to sign in on a phone app, and I don't have to schedule it myself. So that's why, again, if we're going to choose, right, which one to use, Instagram business is what we do recommend. The other thing is with Instagram business, you're going to get analytics and reporting and metrics that you cannot get with the regular personal account. And a lot of people are like, well, wait, it is my personal account. It's okay that it's your personal account.
Yeah, no
like, let's say
lost.
if it was Nancy Evans and it was just whatever, and I switched it over business, it's still fine. It shows up, people can still engage with me just as usual.
Yep, same thing.
It just kind of adds additional features on the back end for you.
Yep. So
Now,
you're not going to lose any features whatsoever by switching
yes.
it.
And I want to just show you guys, obviously it's going to be kind of hard to see here, but when you go to your phone, when you actually go to the Instagram app on your phone, it's the little hamburgers, the 3 little lines in the top corner where you're going to find the menu. If you're using your mobile app to go into settings, and then from there, you would just click on account, and then you would go ahead and just like Scott's showing, it'll give you the option at the bottom to switch account type. And if it says switch to professional or switch to business, that's what you want to click on.
Yep.
If you're already business, it's going to say switch to personal account and you're good to go. So don't switch it back. You're good to go. Okay. So that is the most important thing right out of the gate, right? So we're going to go ahead and show you how we can connect the Instagram business now. All right, so you can go ahead and hit connect. All right, now the other key and important part of connecting your Instagram business. All right, and again, this is like those hairy little things that we just got to go through this once and you guys should be good, okay? Your Instagram business page as an additional security feature, your Instagram business page has got to be connected to your Facebook business page. And I'm going to show you in just a minute how to do that.
So again, there's a 2-prong situation that you need to work through. The first thing is going to your Instagram account, switching it to a business profile, and then connecting BYOB social to it. So if everybody is clear on that, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Just want to make sure. So that's step 1. So you've switched it to a business account. You've connected it through BYOB social. Now there's a second step, and Nancy just said it. The second step is you must connect it to your business page. Now, we're going to show you how to do that right now. So Nancy has her business page up and going. And what she's going to do is she's going to log in to her Facebook business page.
Yep. So I'm going to go, I'm going to go into my business page, and this is business page, not business group, right? So this is my Facebook business page. And that's the one, just to show you guys, that's what I have
Michelle,
connected
it's
here.
not going to post to your Facebook business page. You actually, you got to approve it through your Facebook business page, right?
I'm not sure the question, but
she said, we'll post to her Facebook business page from Instagram.
I'm not sure unless you have it toggled or something. So on here, so the Facebook business page that we have connected, this is the one that we want to make sure that it is connected to. Okay. So BYOB agency. Now, this is the way that I can see it because I'm the admin of this page, right? So if you guys are the admin and the owner of your page, it's going to look similar. All you're going to do to check to make sure your Instagram is connected. And this, again, we're only going to do this one time. We don't have to do this multiple times. You're going to scroll down on the left-hand side over here. Okay. You're going to scroll down and you're going to go to settings. Once we click on settings, it's going to give you a bunch of different options over here. We're going to scroll down again on the left-hand side and there will be a little Instagram icon. Okay. So once you see that Instagram icon, you click the button and you're going to see here where it says manage a connected Instagram professional account. Okay. And this basically just says, all right, this is you, you're the admin. We can securely connect. We know that you are the owner of this and, it's going to give permission for us to go ahead and schedule. Okay. It's also going to link those accounts together. Now I get the question often where someone's like, well, what if I don't have a Facebook business page? The workaround for that is just to create a Facebook business page, one that you can just use to make this connection. Again, this is so that we are able to post directly to the Instagram account. Okay. So down here where mine's already connected. Okay. I connected it a long time ago. If it wasn't connected, it would say connect your Instagram here. And then you would go ahead and you would hit connect. All right. At that point, it will ask you just to sign into your Instagram account. And then it will connect and then this will pop up. So it'll look just like this. It'll say Instagram account details, and you'll know it's a correct business account. You'll know it's a correct business account if it actually shows this, the business contact information. Okay. So, are there, well, and actually we'll answer questions like at the end,
Well,
but yeah.
what I want to do right now is, before we go into the posting stuff, want to open it up for some,
I need to finish that process just to make sure.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, so once that is connected, again, that's going to make sure that you're able to connect and post and all that good stuff. If for any reason, right, you're not connected in here and you go ahead and add it, it's not going to post. It will come up red. It will say, you know, sorry, we can't post. That is always the work through, right? Is we want to check, and number one, make sure that we have a business Instagram account like we showed you. And then number two, that it is connected properly on your Facebook business page. Now, many people ask, what if I have multiple Facebook business pages? Just pick the one, you know, and again, it just has to be one that you own or manage, and link it to one of them. Okay.
So with that, before we move into the posting portion, want to give everybody the opportunity to ask any questions up to this point of what we've gone over. So if anyone wants to use the hand emojicon to step out and ask, we want to give you guys the opportunity to do so right now. Go ahead, Glenn.
Yeah, I actually jumped the gun. I went ahead and connected everything, but I didn't do the social post connection there. Do I need to go back and disconnect all of them and then add
That's
the
just
social post?
Yeah, that's just for your Facebook group. So if it's a business page, no worries, you're good to go. If it's a group, which is like, you know, a Facebook group or community, that's the only one that you have to have that special app added.
Got it. Thanks.
Awesome. Dan.
Well, I already have an Instagram business account attached to my Facebook business page.
Perfect.
But I also wanted to post to my Instagram personal account. Can I do that, or can I not do that since it's not connected to a Facebook business page?
Yeah, so the personal doesn't have to be connected to a Facebook business page, but the personal will not post. If you're using the desktop, for example, you know, and pre-scheduling on the desktop, the personal page, you actually have to download the mobile app, which is Social Post Manager, which actually will show you that. I think I have a slide for that, but it's Social Post Manager, and you will have to basically go in there and actually go into the app, and then you would have to post through that way. So
that's the same as Hootsuite, but I guess, so even if I convert it to a business account, it wouldn't help because it's not connected to a Facebook business page. Is that what you're saying?
You could create, so I see what you're saying, like multiple. Actually, that's a good question.
No, he could create another Facebook business page, switch over the other personal account that you have as a business, and then you would connect that business page to the other Facebook page, and you can connect them both. So then you
just
could
create a
dummy
Facebook
business page.
Using.
Yep.
That's actually a good, that's a good workaround.
Yeah. And then for the Facebook connection, it asks for permissions for location and birthdays. Is there any reason I really need to grant that?
Well, it's just
BYOB?
to make sure that it's able to post everything properly. So, I mean, it might limit some features if you do hit no on that.
Okay. Yeah. Does it use location for posting ever?
It can, yeah. Like, so some people, like, you know, if they want it location specific, just that might, prohibit some features. So just, keep that in mind.
Yeah, for like analytics, because there is a whole little analytical tool on the back of BYOB. So there's certain things that may not be able to pull up if there's certain things that are turned off. All good, Dan?
Yes, thank you.
You got it. Sarah.
All right. So I think you answered the question, but I want to make sure because I can. I actually had 2 Instagram business accounts, and the one I want to attach to the BYOB social is not under the same email as my Facebook business account. And so am I able, is that when I fill in that information on Facebook to give it approval, I'm literally, that's what I'm doing. I'm attaching, because I could tell something was weird and I was like, why isn't it letting me? And I had a detective work it and try to figure out how to post it. And I was like, I'm confused.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So I'll use the example of this. We have some clients who actually post for a lot of other people, right? So they actually connect like tons of Facebook business accounts. So the workaround for that is you just have to be an admin on that Facebook group, business page. So if you're going to connect it, and you want both business Instagram accounts connected, just like we mentioned, Scott said, you can create like an additional Facebook page. You just need to be the admin or the owner, like on that Facebook business page, and connect the Instagram that way, and it should be fine.
So I mean, guess to clarify, I have one Facebook business page, but I do have 2 Instagram accounts. And if I want that second Instagram account, like Dan was just asking for personal, I have to create a second Facebook page.
Yeah.
Facebook won't let me attach 2 Instagrams to one.
It
No.
won't let you attach to, but I'm going to actually write that question down for the tech team, because I feel like, there might be an additional way that we can just add, that business page. But for right now, I would say probably the workaround or the quick
Just create
fix
the
would
dummy
be,
page.
yeah.
You know, if Facebook business, if it will let me disconnect the other Instagram account that it's no longer active, can I disconnect one and
Yep.
attach one?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you can go into
that's
that. Yeah, you can go into that same area where Nancy showed you where disconnect or connect is. So you can hit disconnect, and then you can go through the process and connect the other. So you can hit disconnect right there, and then pick the other Facebook business page to connect it to.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I promise you guys, it's so funny, like this step, and we always save Instagram for last. The reason why it's so like particular is, again, this is a lot of the security features, and this is the way that we're able to do it so that we can post directly to that platform. Because I will tell you, like whenever I, even got started with all this with BYOB social, my biggest frustration was not being able to post directly to Instagram. It was so frustrating because I was like, why, do I have to go through this whole rigmarole? So literally, this is the way that once we connect everything like this, we're able to go ahead and have the clear to get everything scheduled.
Deanna.
Yes, I had asked a question. I have 2 different businesses, and so I have 2 different business Facebook pages, and I have 2 different business Instagram accounts. I actually don't even have a personal Instagram account. I totally created Instagram as business accounts, totally using Instagram only for business accounts. So what's strange is because Facebook and Instagram, are combined. I don't know, when I toggle between my Facebook pages on my phone, one business account, it directs me, it takes me like completely out of my personal profile, my personal Facebook page, and goes into a whole different profile for one of my businesses. So I don't know if that's going to pose a problem when I go starting to try to connect all of this stuff, but as it is, it causes a problem that I can no longer share. Like when I post something on my business, on this particular business Facebook page, if I post something and then want to share it to my personal page, it doesn't let me do it. Like it just completely thinks I'm sharing as the business page, but it won't share it. I mean, only sharing to my business page again. It won't share to my personal page. And I think it's because it's 2 separate profile accounts, which I didn't create it that way. I created it under my personal Facebook account to begin with, but it prompted me like a year ago to switch, I don't know, to do something.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, because you have 2 separate, is there a way, can you put like, can you use one main Facebook account? Like, let's say your personal account, right? So like your main one, can you just add yourself as the admin on the other pages, like under that account?
Well, I think I might, I'll look into that. I haven't checked. I might have done that at one time. I don't know. And I don't know if you can see this, like this is where, and when I go to the menu, it'll show like I can switch between profiles. I was not going to show because of the background.
So with BYOB social, what's going to happen is you can only connect one like personal account, like your Facebook like personal account. And then obviously the pages you're admin under. So what's going to happen is it's going to tie to whatever account that you're in there, connecting. And
Okay.
it's only going to pull those things that you're the admin on. So if you're an admin under that one Facebook account, it'll pull all the different ones. Just like I think actually here, I'll show you again, like Scott was showing earlier, right? When we're connecting. So yep, connect more. Okay. So for example, if I was logged in as Scott, it's not going to show all these ones, right? Unless I'm an admin, like on that account, right? So I'm an admin
Okay.
on a lot of accounts. That's why these are all popping up. But if you are not the admin, it's only going to show those couple accounts or the ones that you're like directly on. So you would have to, in order to be able to post, you would have to, obviously be the admin on all those different accounts in order to, have them posted.
See, when I created my other business Facebook page, it didn't separate it out, like, because my newer business is my event business, and I have a whole Facebook page for that business, and it still shows under my personal account, and I can just go to my business page there. It doesn't switch me to a completely different profile like it does with my previous business.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like, because I can switch between his account and like other accounts. Like that's just like one of the features allowing you to like, switch to frequent accounts. Deanna, what I'll say is I think let's connect offline and take a look, just because yours is a little bit of a special case. But what I can do is I can record our conversation, send that to tech as well to see if they have any workarounds because of that unique.
Well, I haven't even gotten into BYOB to start trying to connect the platforms to the platforms anyway.
Yeah.
So I might, once I get in there, play around with it and just see if, what kind of issues that poses.
Got it.
But I just, it was just kind of odd that it did that. I don't even know why it separated it. And I don't know how to get it back. I don't like it that way because I forget which profile I'm in sometimes.
Totally get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Deanna. Paula.
I think it's a pretty simple question. When I first logged in, it prompted me to connect things and also to choose apps. I didn't know that I should choose the app, so I didn't choose it. And then when it prompted me to connect to groups, I didn't know that it's only the groups that I'm an admin in.
Correct.
So I connected other groups. Now, how do I do that? Undo that?
Oh, undo that? Yes, that's a good question. So to disconnect something, so I'll show you, right? So this is the BYOB social posting platform group. If you're like, oh, I don't want to do that one anymore, you would just hover over it. So just like that, and see how that little gear appears. So you're just going to hover over it, click on it. We're having a little technical slow. Can you guys still hear me? I think the connection's a little bit.
Yeah, connection is fine. I think it's just the screen just got unclear.
Yeah, so let me try it again. All right. Yep. So if you click on that, okay, it'll give you the option down here to go to workspace page. So from there, it'll take you to your main workspace page. You can scroll down and it's going to show you everything that's connected. And in the, if you decide that you want to unconnect or get rid of something, you can go over here to actions and disconnect page.
Okay. And I guess I need to disconnect and then go into that, choose the app and choose that thumb icon and then start again.
Yep, absolutely. So you can disconnect, and after you disconnect, it'll remove it and you can go down here to connect more pages.
Yep. So you always connect the Facebook group first through BYOB social, then you go to the group and then you add, no, you don't have to add the app for that.
They could just plain connect to a group if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They don't have to do a Facebook.
So Paul, was that your question? Using the blue thumbs up to connect it? Was that the problem?
No, the problem was, how do I disconnect what I have connected?
Oh, you don't want to be, okay.
Yep.
Because they are apparently not correct groups. I didn't understand that. But it also reminds me that I wanted to ask you, how do I connect to Google My Business, and whether the posting on Google My Business is the same content as the other social media? Is that good for making that work for me?
Yeah, so we're gonna have to, so in order for us to get to, which we're already kind of over time, because we do want to show you guys how you can
We'll keep going.
post.
Just keep going.
Yeah, well, we will. And obviously we'll make sure that if you guys have to hop off, this replay will be available. But if you wanted to connect your Google My Business, because we didn't actually show that, so you can click connect more pages. You go down to Google My Business. Now, the biggest thing and the most important thing about Google My Business is you have to have a Google account, a Google My Business account already. Now, if there's anyone on here who does not have a Google My Business account, you have to go on and you got to fill out. I mean, I go to Google and search it, just how to sign up for Google My Business. They send you a postcard in the mail. Okay. So you actually have to verify your location and all that good stuff. So there's extra steps. That's through Google. That's not us. That's literally a whole separate thing. But once you have a Google My Business account, and I do recommend, you know, if you are like a local business, a real estate agent, like someone who has a business that would benefit from being, you know, on Google My Business, I would absolutely connect it. Now you're going to connect and watch what happens. Okay. You're going to pick your Google account that you want to tie it to. So for me, my Google business for my agency is through this one. So I just know that. So you go ahead and hit yes. And then when you hit continue, you're going to choose the business page, which there's just the one there, and you're going to click connect. Now, once that's connected, okay, and then I know your question, Paula, and this might answer anybody else's question real quick. If you go to post, and I know that's the big question is like, well, what I'm posting the same thing across all the different platforms. Well, the thing is when you actually go to create a new post, in fact, I'll use a fresh week. I'm going to use next week as an example. Okay. So if I go in here and I want to, you know, post on a certain day, you just hover over the day, whatever day you want to post. Let's say on Monday, I want to go ahead and create a post. You hit create, new post. It's only going to post to the ones that I select. Okay. So it's not just going to automatically post to all of them. Right now, I've only got the Instagram business highlighted. Okay. But if you want to pick different ones, you'll just have to click them. All right. So you can pick and choose, you know, if you guys decide to post the same thing across all platforms, go for it. Have at it. In fact, I tell most of my clients, pick one platform to create your content and to focus on, right? You know, maybe if it's LinkedIn, it's going to be a lot of educational and, you know, awesome content like that. Awesome. And if you would benefit from sharing it out to all the others, go ahead. You know, there are different people across the different platforms and absolutely they could benefit. But if you decide that you want to post different content on different platforms, you would just select that particular platform. So you would just
you can schedule multiple posts on multiple days.
Yep, you absolutely can. So I would just deselect, you know, again, let's say I didn't want to do Instagram and just do a LinkedIn, go ahead. You know, then you can go ahead and create your post and you can click schedule and go for it.
Different time.
You can do all that.
And we're going to show you that in a second.
Yep.
Carrie.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. So now that there has been 3 different people speak about 3 different things, unfortunately, I have a question with each one of them. So I'll start with the latest one that was mentioned about the Google business. So I kind of went rogue myself there earlier today and started making connections in that before watching the tutorials and such. So when I called up the Google business, it pulled an email that I had connected to a previous business name, because several years ago I had started up, it was just a different fitness business name. I'm now changing the name of the business. I've now purchased a domain for building a website and so on. So does that mean that I have to do the process differently? Like I didn't get any, I never got any postcard or anything like that.
That's completely through Google My Business. And that's why I always tell people, I'm like, that's separate. You know, we don't know how to troubleshoot that. I mean, that's literally like a Google My Business thing. I've seen people just plain, you know, even after signing up for BYOB Social, decide that they want to start using it. And they go ahead and they use like a different email to sign up and create the business and do everything under that, or create a different one. So that would be just something that you would need to troubleshoot troubleshoot through Google My Business, that's not anything that we would be able to help with.
So I guess my question is that, so with that email address that I'm seeing that is set up with Google, that's useless. I have to go through the process of what you have described.
If you don't want to use that email and you want to do a different Google My Business account, you would have to start from scratch and use a different.
Okay, I'll do
Google.
that then.
So,
Yeah.
and it's not, doesn't take a long time. You would just
No,
you
no.
would designate a new email and then connect Google My Business to that
Yeah,
instead.
yeah, no problem. So then the next one is the Instagram one. Again, several years ago, I had set up an Instagram account. And then a month or so ago, I went in and I set up another one, and realizing that they don't connect. And I YouTubed and so on, trying to figure out how to disconnect that old one. And what you showed on the screen there with the disconnect button, I never saw anything like that. And I don't know whether it's because that Instagram account was set up so long ago, but I don't know how to get rid of it, because I want to make sure that these posts are going to my new one, right?
Well, the disconnect button was something we showed you through BYOB Social, not on Instagram.
Oh, no, it was through,
Well,
it was
no,
right
that's
here,
Facebook.
right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're
Facebook.
talking
Yeah,
about on the
I never
Facebook business
saw
page?
it. And that's in settings. Can you show me where you went in again there?
Yeah. So if you go under, actually, let me back out of this completely so I can show you the menu.
Yeah, because I really need to get this cleaned up and I can't figure it out.
Yeah. And I almost would say, I mean, if it's giving you, or maybe if it's like, maybe if it's like older, like that older, I mean, you might even benefit from creating maybe a new
brand
business
new-
page.
Yeah, brand new business page and then connecting the right Instagram account to it.
Yeah, but still though, if she can't connect the old one.
Yeah, see what happens though is that
Yeah.
if you search or whatever, what's happening is it's pulling to the old one, not the new one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
So I gotta get rid of that.
Yeah. So again, that's like on Facebook's end, which is a little funky doodles, but like, over here is where, if you're the owner, obviously in the admin, it'll look like this,
Yep,
and you would
yep.
just scroll down to settings.
Yeah,
And then it's that second click. If you go down, so right on the left-hand side and see where it says the Instagram,
yes.
and then you would click that and then it comes up here. Now, if it's not connected, obviously you would connect, but down here, it'll say disconnect Instagram, and then you should be able to click it there.
But now that I set it up earlier today with the new one, I don't want to disconnect from that one. I want to get rid of the old one.
I mean, is the right Instagram business account attached to BYOB Social?
Yes, but what I'm finding is that if somebody does a search,
The
it
other
pulls them
account is
to the
coming up as well.
Old one.
So that's something that I would email Instagram help for, because there may be a way where they can shut down that old account so it doesn't pull up anymore.
Now, I could not find any type of contact information to get in touch with anybody from Instagram. Do you
Yeah.
happen to have that email?
Yeah. So if you go into, this is just showing you my account.
Instagram.com.
So if you go
Yes.
under help here, whoop,
Okay,
go down, help. You have a couple different options here: help center, privacy, support requests. So you can actually report it. Reader, see community.
because when I watched
think that's on
the
your
couple
phone
of
app.
the YouTube help, people were saying that they've had a heck of a time deleting their
Delete your
deleting accounts and not being able to get any.
Yeah, so you would actually have to log into that other account, and if you don't know the login, you would have to obviously do the forgot password and all that. But I'll show you actually how I got to this. So this is on the desktop, just Instagram.com.
Carrie, do you know how to log into that old account?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you would have to go there, click
On
help
on the desktop.
Yeah.
and then you can go to the help center, and then do you see over here on the left hand side, see where it says manage your account?
Yeah.
You would go down here. Now it says delete your account.
Okay.
All right. And then you would
that
follow
should-
the steps.
And then you'll follow the prompts to delete that specific account. So it only leaves. the
Okay,
right
I'll
one.
try having a look at that again. And then I'm sorry, but I have to add on the third one, and this goes back to Dan's question. Now, it sounds like he's been doing this for quite a bit longer, so I wasn't able to keep up to speed with, like, process what he was saying. So I don't have a business, like I don't have a group for my business. I had a page for, again, a few years ago, but I never bothered building it, right? So what I've been doing is for the past couple of months, I've been using my my personal my personal Facebook profile just to post business related stuff. So are you saying that I am unable to use the BYOB social posting to go just to my, I can't do that?
No, none of the apps. Get Nancy, you can handle that question.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, there are a couple, but most of the apps right now do not allow you to post to your personal page. So with BYB Social, it just posts the business pages and groups.
Yeah, because see, like now I'm gonna have to start a brand new.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people do anyway, is they start the business page, and it's always best to actually have your own private group that you.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's just that, it takes time to
Takes
build.
time. Absolutely.
And because I've been active with other things, that's kind of, I've got not really the right group for moving over. So I have to completely start from scratch. So yeah, no, that's a little bit disappointing. I was really hoping to be able to, but now you said, so say I did have a Facebook page or a group, and even if I just had like a handful of people or whatever,
Mhm.
I can go, if I post to the group, I can take the post manually from the group to my personal page though, right?
Share it, correct.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay, well,
I actually have
at least
clients
it's a
that do
workaround.
that.
At least it's
Yeah,
a workaround.
To work around,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I have clients that do that actually, and that's what I usually tell people, that you can take it whether it's your group or
And
your
it also-
personal page.
And it gives your group
Or your
visibility
business
too,
page.
because it's going on your personal.
Yeah.
True. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's cool. Okay, thank you.
You got it, Carrie.
Awesome.
Jeff.
Hi. Okay, a couple questions I asked about the newsletter. It's on LinkedIn. I can't use that through BYOB Social, right?
Any publishing tool that's specific to a platform, like LinkedIn polls or LinkedIn newsletters that's specific to the platform, you can only do like, regular posts. Since that's specific to LinkedIn, you can't, none of the platforms can do that. It's specifically just for LinkedIn newsletters.
Okay, but I can convert it to another format that would be posted on the other platform.
Oh yeah, up to 3,000 characters. Yep.
Up to 3,000 characters. Okay.
Correct.
Also, I was looking for templates on there involving jewelry and gemology. I didn't see anything on that.
You can do a search. Actually, let me see. If you type in, let me see. Sorry, I'm going to do a little share screen. So we'll do this together to see what actually pops up. So let's see. You said gems. So we'll see. So sometimes if it's not a specific post, Jeff, what'll happen is you can scroll down and sometimes it'll pull photos, right? And these will be royalty photos that you can use. And sometimes this is like a starting point.
Okay, so I could do that. Photos,
Yep.
all right.
Absolutely. And you can click see all photos to actually expand it a little bit more. And you can kind of use those to jump off of.
Great. I think that's it. That's all my questions.
Awesome.
Cool. Any other specific questions before we go into Sarah? Go ahead.
I do have another one. Okay, so I learned when I started doing my own manual posting on Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook that there's an ideal size of image for them.
Yep.
How does the platform handle that? Like, does it automatically calculate? Can I have it automatically do a size? Like, I haven't dived in yet. I just prepped everything. And so tomorrow was my go and get ready.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
So we're gonna create a post really quickly.
Cool.
So
Okay.
we're gonna come over here, and again, you have a couple different options, and this is what we want to show everyone. So we can hit create post, and this is where you can create the image or you can upload an image. So say you want to create the image. Now, this is going to give you some different size options. So you'll see at the top right here, it says Facebook post. If you drop the drop-down menu, it's going to tell you which ones are good for which specific platform. So Square, Facebook, Facebook cover, all of those things. Now, typically for Pinterest, it's going to give you the Pinterest graphic right here. So you can actually, before you even create your content, you're obviously going to want to select that. And then you can, drag and drop something over, or you can basically type in your own stuff. But you're going to want to do that through the posting platform before you schedule it out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so let me clarify, is that if I am posting an image, I have a podcast. If I am going to post a podcast image and I want to post it, a quote or a reminder on Pinterest, my Instagram, and my Facebook, I then need to create different,
Well, that's a good
posts for those, for
Yep.
sizing.
That's a great question. So like an example, actually, let me see if I can do
The
this.
square fits.
Well, let me see. Yeah, actually Square. So just so you know, like this is the like super like laid back, like whatever option. I pre-schedule every single one of my platforms. Instagram,
Square.
like Square style, literally shows up fine on my Pinterest. It shows up good, across all the different platforms. I mean, you can even see here, right? So like I just selected my Pinterest. So this is the post that went out on Pinterest. Now I could like pull that up and kind of show you, like, let me actually see.
Well, I've posted on Pinterest, and when I put an image in, it required a 1,000 by 1,500. And I had to make a different size, but if it will let me do a square, I'll totally do a square.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
will.
see how like this is right from my right.
BYOB social.
So it looks fine, right?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's why a lot of
That
people.
answers my question then.
Yeah, and I was gonna
simplify.
say that's my like secret workaround. I literally pre-schedule everything in that Instagram size. And then the other thing that you can do too, just to your point, I think, and I want to actually just play with this really quick to see if you click edit. You can actually click in here, and I could, if I wanted to be, specific, I can go in and actually add that Pinterest size. So, for example, okay, I'm going to get out of this and I'm going to actually pretend like I'm creating one fresh. Whoop. Let me go back to the calendar. All right. So just like Scott said, right, if we created a fresh post, we could go in here and we could create like one already. We could, let's say use this one. All right. We could go ahead and we could say, all right, I'm going to go ahead and use this one for, posting across Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the other ones or whatever. So after this like uploads and I'm going to use it, I could go again, like I said, right, like pre-schedule it on all the ones that I want, get it scheduled, and then I could go back in and then I could click edit and I could adjust it to the Pinterest size.
And then,
and again, you can tweak it and
Reschedule
kind of
it out.
like, size it if you wanted to. But again, I think that answers the workarounds anyway, is honestly what I would do, just to like work smarter and not harder.
Perfect. So that's for static posts. I just realized for video posts, if I upload a video, is it giving me an option to size it in a square, or will it do it in the upload size that it was uploaded in? Like, how do video posts work?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I'm actually right now putting together a separate training for video. So I'm going to have a little something meatier for you. So I'll make sure that you see that. But that'll be in the Facebook group. But basically with video, there's some really new tweaks that we've added in. You can even do thumbnails on some videos and some other things. So it's really cool. But that's going to be a separate training that we'll make available for you. But it's basically, if it's like a GIF or a quick little thing, like let's say it's like a podcast and it's got a little blurb or whatever, you can drag and drop it in and there will be some different settings, but I'm going to do a separate training like on video alone. Great.
Just for right now, though, quick for that 2 to 5 minute one that I'm looking to post weekly. If I start it, because I'm going to start posting them on Sunday, can I use will it only do square or will it do the size of video? What's the size that I can do with video?
Yeah, so there's different guidelines for the video.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and that's the
Super.
only reason why I'm saying I'm like literally in the middle of putting it together because we made some updates. But
Okay.
yeah, there's certain guidelines and the way, like for example, well actually, I mean it's really cool. But anyway, I'll feature that in the training and I'll have the different guidelines. But basically, it has all that information in there and like how it posts and like where you can add the thumbnails and how many like seconds can it be and so on and so
Cool.
forth. So it's got the
Perfect.
information in there.
Yay! Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
No problem.
So is everybody clear so far with everything that we've gone over? Just type a Y or yes in the chat box. I know we're running a little bit.
Yeah, and again,
later.
guys, if it's past everybody's bedtime, it's kind of past mine. We'll make sure that this replay gets sent out and then also is available in the Facebook portal as well, so you guys can catch it if you need to hop off.
So the easiest thing to do right now is just, again, if you want to create a post, again, you're going up top here and you're hitting create a post. And again, you can either create an image, you can upload. When you're hitting create an image, these are some post ideas. So again, if you're not really sure what you want to post, they're all right there. But another thing that you can do is you can actually go to post ideas. So from the calendar, just to kind of show you, if you're on this homepage again, you would go to content, post ideas, and say we typed in the keyword fitness, just to kind of give you an idea. So this is going to come up. It's going to give you a bunch of different stuff. Again, say, see all templates, and maybe you just want just photos. Okay. And, this is the photo that you want. So you're going to click on this and you're going to kind of resize it. You can, put in your own words, you can hit text, and again, you can add text like, be your best. So we can say, so again, just like Canva, you can just put it right here. And then what you can do is you can hit use. And now it's going to automatically take you to the scheduling area. And now you can decide where you want it to go. So say Nancy wants to put it on her business page, LinkedIn, her group, and Instagram. And what she can do right here, she can type a message and just say, happy Monday, have a great day. And then she can hit schedule. And this is where you can actually go in and pick the date and time that you want to schedule it. And basically she can pick Monday at 9 a.m. and then click schedule post. And then basically it schedules. So you can basically sit in there and choose however many days you want to schedule certain things out. If you want to schedule one post for one thing for 2 platforms, and then you want to go in and create something else and then schedule it for something else, then you can. Peg?
So thank you, Scott and Nancy. This has been great. So my question has to do with scheduling. I prefer not to have my post at the same time across platforms. So I used to go in and set them up separately for different times. I found a workaround, but I wanted to run it by you and see if you think it's a good way to do it or if there's a more efficient way to do it. I post it all for one time, and then I go into the calendar and I edit the time there. Is that the best way, or is there another way to change the time?
There's even another way, I'll tell you, that actually might be really awesome. So add to queue. Okay. So what add to queue does, and actually, I mean, you know what, like, let's go ahead. We can just post this. So what this is going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and schedule this just so you can see what it looks like. So you would select, Peg, all the different ones you want it to post to. Okay. So again, I'm going in here and I'm like, all right, I want to post it across all of them. Okay. Now you will see, and even before I hit the add to queue button, you guys will see there's different options that come up for different platforms. For Pinterest, you can always add, right? The way Pinterest works, you always add a link, right? So it allows you to add a link. For Instagram, it allows you to comment, be the first comment. And then it allows this option, which is send to mobile. Now we are still working on some of the kinks with the mobile, but that's like an additional feature that we're going to kind of really feature in the next couple months. Now, for that workaround, like you mentioned, Peg, if we want to go ahead and just get everything scheduled out. Now, keep in mind, this is going to actually schedule it on different days and different times and everything. But the cool thing is it's pulling our analytics and it's actually putting it in times that it knows we're going to get the best engagement based on past history. So I'm going to go ahead and hit add to queue. All right. And now it says, yep, you're all good. View in the calendar. Now you're going to see it sprinkled throughout. Okay. So let's see. I just hit that button. So this is going to go out on LinkedIn tomorrow morning at 7:01. It's going to go out on my business LinkedIn at 8:15. It's going to go out on my Facebook business page at 8:38. It's going to go out in the group at 12 p.m. It's going to go out on my Instagram at 5:12 p.m. It's going to go out on my Google My Business at 6:27. It's going to go out on my Pinterest. And again, it's pulling the data based on my engagement and, based on past history. And you might see when you hit that queue, it might sprinkle it even on multiple days, but this, I'm actually surprised. It just said, yep, we're going to go ahead and like throw it all on, this one day. So that's a
Nancy,
workaround.
That's beautiful. Thank you
Right?
so much. And that's so much faster than me picking times and doing it. Awesome. Yay.
Exactly. Yep. So that is the absolute workaround. The other thing that I'll share with you guys, and I did want to just share this option real quick, is there's a newer feature, and Peg, you might like this. So I'm going to pull up my Facebook business page. So this is the page, right, that you guys are all members in or should be members in. I actually scheduled this as a reoccurring post. Okay, because I wanted to really hit this home that we're able to schedule using, videos using BYOB social. So what I did was, I didn't mean to click that. So what I did is I actually scheduled it to repost. Okay, so this is going to repost every single Monday for the entire month. And I thought it'd be fun to have like a special feature of the month, right? So to do that, all you do is whenever you go ahead to schedule your posts and you go ahead to schedule, there's a little toggle that says repeat this post. Right. So how many of you have wanted to do like Facebook Lives every Friday? Or maybe you want to have a special day where you have like Motivation Monday. It could be the same darn post, right? That you're just reposting over and over again. You can go ahead and click repeat this post. And then check out these options, right? It allows you to post daily, weekly, and you can do, all the different things here. You can repetition ends on a certain date. So I did it, to post 3 times until the month's over. All right. So that is another option. And again, it just kind of makes it a little bit easier if you find yourself posting the same things over and over again.
Carrie, did you have another question?
Yeah, sorry. Everybody asks a question and then it leads into something else. Actually, this is specific to LinkedIn, Scott. Until this gets working with my analytics to tell me when the best time is for posting, I wanted to ask you for my own posts, what are my best times of day for doing my posts, and does it change from day to day, or is it just pretty much the same?
I mean, there is reporting in our platform, but for LinkedIn, I always suggest getting a post out before 9 a.m. Eastern.
Before 9, yeah.
Yeah, before 9. That's typical. I post the same time every day around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's what
I know, I see that.
Yeah.
So just before 9, I wondered at nighttime. I've often thought, when people are finished their dinner and that, like, that 7 p.m. time does that sound like a good time, or?
Yeah, the only time I post at night is on Facebook when I do like an evening mantra. That's really it. I post once on LinkedIn and it's always in the morning. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're welcome. So I know we went over, obviously we wanted to kind of just show you how easy it is to get things scheduled.
Well, and we wanted to make sure too, like you guys knew how to connect everything, because that's step one, right? And of course we'll have our monthly call that we kind of show you some of the new and different features. Like that's our goal. We want to make sure you know all the little fun features. But once everybody gets everything connected and it's connected properly, I kind of like invite you to kind of play around with it a little bit, right? You know, the way that it's set up is you can kind of play and do some searching and kind of test it out a little bit. I mean, you're not going to hurt anything. I mean, you say I already pre-scheduled this weird post, you know, across all the platforms. You're not really going to hurt anything. Worst case scenario, you go in and you delete it. Not a biggie, right? So it's something where I definitely would advise you guys to just check it out, right? Play with it a little bit, see what you can do. And just to end it on the last note, I want to make sure that you guys can see that if you create like a post off of the platform, you can just drag and drop it. Okay, so that's just another thing where, you know, again, if you save like an image or a picture, or, you know, let's say like Scott and I went and we had like a training that we did last week. And so we took a lot of pictures. So if you had a picture or something like that, you know, you can go ahead and drag and drop it right in here. Oop. Oh, I put a video. Oops. So yeah, so you can just drag and drop it and bing, bing, boom. It'll upload and be in there. All right.
Everybody clear on everything that we went over tonight? Just drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. I know it was a lot of information. And again, that's why we're going to be meeting on a once a month basis. So we're going to be sending all that information out. Just remember, it's the second Thursday of every single month starting in May. It's May 12th is our first group call. From 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, live and recorded. So it'll also be posted in the Facebook group for anyone that misses it.
Yep. And I will say, so where can you go in the meantime? If you have any questions, right, you can go to support@byobagency.com and we'll take care of you. Or you can also post your questions in the Facebook group, right? You might actually ask a question that someone else has, and it's helpful for us. Again, we want in that community to be able to ask any questions, and then obviously provide you guys with answers. The other thing I did want to note, and again, this is for anyone watching the replay as well, if there are people in here who manage social media accounts for other people, in the training portal, I am building out special training for you guys, right? And this is stuff that's going to help you obviously work better with your clients, reporting, analytics, all that wonderful stuff as well. So keep your eyes peeled. Again, these will be new and different features that we're adding. But again, we can't be more excited to actually have, you know, a new group of people in here, and obviously some of our existing members getting back in the swing of things, because the more feedback that we get from you guys, the more people we get using it, the better we make the platform and the better we make this community.
And don't forget, the affiliate program is open for business. So anyone that would like to become an affiliate, you can message us on social media. We're going to post the affiliate link in the Facebook group, or you can always email support@BYOB agency to get that affiliate link so you can share it out with those that you know. So everyone, thank you again so much for being here tonight. We appreciate you staying on longer than we anticipated, but again, we wanted to make sure everybody was clear. Any continued questions, you know where to find us, Facebook group or the support email. And for those that are obviously new, grateful to have you here. For those that have been here for a while, grateful to still have you. And again, we'll be meeting again May 12th, Thursday, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. And you guys will all be getting that information as well. So guys, love and gratitude. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.